It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Dina Saurus.
Hello there! Or would you like it better if I went this way? Hello there! Or I could even do it from below and come up and go, hello there! And welcome to the Don't Make It Weird podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Daniel Quigley, and we are the writing podcast or comedy storytelling podcast for the writing community by the writing community, and I totally nailed that intro. But guys, I'm joined as always by my better half, the impervious, improbable, indie-inclined imp herself, Dina Saurus!
Hey,
You
Sean,
slid too far, Dina!
can you, a little bit, can you add like cool sound effects for Daniel when he like does like the different directions and everything like that?
Oh yeah, just get like
whooshing noises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a whip crack too, like just like
Yeah, let's do that.
perfect. That's exactly what I want. Dina, how are you doing today, buddy? Your hair's looking on point. Your elbow's looking excellent. Like, this feels like a good day today, buddy.
Thanks, I have a pretty good weenus.
Is that the title of your sex tape, Dina?
I only do that with Alex.
Oh, you sound a little jealous, buddy.
Listen, I'm a little jealous because, you know, it was a couple episodes ago. I'm not over it. Alex James is so fucking charming, and he's funny, and he has things prepared and costumes, and I'm just like, I can turn my head really fast.
I mean,
But
you're getting okay at the head turning thing, I guess. But
I whip my
Dina,
hair back
Dina.
and forth. What? Yeah.
oh no, that was perfect. I just want you to say that you like me more than Alex. That's all.
Well, Anthony gives better hugs, and Alex is a better host.
Unbelievable.
He
I'm
laughs
going
at all
to
my
write a
jokes and hears
strong-
them and doesn't ignore them.
It is the sound. You whisper your jokes, and then Sean fixes them in audio, and it's just, you want to know what, Dina? I'm not even gonna do this because we have a third member of our team, and you know what, Dina? He's too sexy for this pod. Too sexy for this pod. So sexy, it's odd. And he's too sexy for his voice. Too sexy for his voice. So sexy, the ladies rejoice. Producer Sean, everyone!
all factual statements. How's it going, everybody? I'm doing okay. Extra sexy today, apparently, and just wanted to remind everybody at home that we are playing our drinking game still. So if you hear this buzzer, it's time to
life,
drink.
baby.
Or if you catch someone drinking with their left hand, that's a buffalo, and we'll have to finish our drink.
And you know what, guys? If you catch us in a buffalo at any point in time, I'll reward you with a sticker. Anyone who catches us in a buffalo will get a free sticker from us. How about that? Does that sound like a good plan?
Sounds pretty
Fair.
appealing.
As always, the Daniel Quigley special is in order. If you sing to Sean, especially a cheesy 90s song, I will give you free merchandise from the store. I still want to believe. I still want to believe.
At this point, I might even do it to myself just to get a free t-shirt.
I like it. Oh, that's a good plan, man. So, guys, are we ready? We want to talk about. Let's all gather around and let's talk about what happened last week. Yeah,
Okay.
Dina, how'd you feel about our guest? Because we had the sneaky lass herself on the show. And for the folks at home that missed it, oh my God, go back and watch that freaking episode. We have the TikTok sensation Kennedy Sutton on, and holy crap, Dina, take it away.
She is the sweetest, and like she fit in so well, and I feel like I say that about quite a few of our guests, but we've never met her before. We've never had the opportunity to talk to her before. We have the opportunity to talk with most of our guests before the show. We've never gotten that with her, and she still fit in so well and had like such a good time. And I didn't want to hang up. Like, she was so talented, and she's done such dedicated research to her craft, and I really appreciate that. It was a good time.
And I'm excited because she's got a second book coming out, you know, at least how in book industry terms, coming out pretty quickly. Like, we can get her booked back in because her book was so good. I flew through that. And even though I really wanted to keep calling it the sassy lass, and I know it's the sneaky lass, but like I have to
I
constantly
thought I
remind
was the
myself
only
not
one
to
that
do it.
thought that.
No, I wanted to call it the
Yeah, I
sassy
wanted
lass
sassy
the
lass.
entire time. Yeah, but no, it was so good. She was so much fun. Her storytelling was amazing. Yeah, man, I can't wait to have her back on. So, be looking out for that. Check out that episode. So, guys, it's time for the portion of the show that we in no way stole from the We Have Issues podcast. Shout out Anthony and Stevie Wildcard. Guys should absolutely check out their podcast because we stole this from them, and they're brilliant and funny and hilarious, and we love them. But guys, it's the Accountability Buddies segment. Dina, what have we got?
I wrote 10,000 words in one day. Fuck you guys.
Whoa!
I literally dedicated an
mic
entire
drop.
day. I was like, here we go. 10,000 words. But I'm probably going to have to cut a lot of it because I think that I made it too spicy. And I write in YA, so.
Oh, did someone hold hands for a prolonged amount of time?
Yeah.
They did.
Was there some eye babies? Oh, what?
There was major eye babies.
You made it sound like there was groping eye babies, and that is
They
not
groped.
okay.
That looked like the reverse dolphin backflip to me. What was that? What was that move?
Yeah, that was definitely the
This?
Yeah, that's back to back, back to back.
That's like two guys rubbing
Tampa
butts
Bay
together.
Lightning.
Yeah, that's like a
No,
moon
this isn't
landing
a
and they're both
thing.
dangling. Yeah.
You never
No,
had
landing,
like your
yeah.
grandpa do this?
No, oh God,
Bro, it's
Grandpa,
just
no.
it's just a hand signal.
No.
Audio
No,
listeners,
Grandpa.
It's just a cool
we're
thing
not
that you can
talking
do.
about grandpa doing sexual acts. Okay.
Audio only listeners, Dina is making some lewd hand gestures that we at the Don't Make a Weird podcast in no way endorse or support.
This isn't
She's
lewd.
her own hand gesture. It looks like two dudes and their dangles dongling.
Dongles
That's
dangling.
not even possible. This isn't physically a possibility. Like if this was a wiener, then their butts are touching. Nothing's happening.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure two naked people rubbing butts would be too spicy for YA. So
Yeah,
Let's just leave it
true.
at that.
Too spicy for why.
What do you do? What are
yeah,
you up
guys,
to, Daniel? Absolutely fucking nothing.
Actually, Miss Saurus, I need you to apologize because you are wrong.
I will
Please
never apologize.
Apologize to these hands. Dina.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
you get one. You get one, Daniel.
I get
Oh, okay. Just one. All right.
No, I was just kidding. I didn't do anything.
You son of a
No,
bitch.
actually. Hold on. I actually did right. I'm trying to submit something for the next e-zine. Hopefully it'll be ready in time. I'm finally diving back into the world of the Cryptid Protection Agency and Thunderstruck and bringing Zev back around. And hopefully my short story makes it. If not, I will just be salty over there in the corner, just trembling in the rejection that I always get. But it's okay. So I need to share my trauma with you guys. Can I share my trauma?
I don't know if you can, but okay.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So the Cryptid Protection Agency focuses heavily on mythological animals and creatures and acting like they're out there in the wild right now and that there's an agency looking out for them. I stumbled across an animal called the Kappa. And it's traumatized me. Sean, could you Google the Kappa and just give a brief little Wikipedia description for the folks at home? Because I need
right.
you guys to be in my horror as well.
This thing better be cute.
The Kappa. Hold on. Kappa, also known as a Kawataro, a Kamahiki, Kawatora, or Suiko, is an amphibious yokai found in traditional Japanese folklore. They're typically depicted as green human-like beings with webbed hands and feet and a turtle-like carapace on their back. They basically look like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, or Koopa Troopers, right?
Or a Koopa Troopa, yeah.
Can you share your screen?
Oh my god.
That must be
God, I
what-
bet that's where it starts.
That's where Koopa Troopers are from, dude. It's Japanese. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, but you gotta get to the part that's traumatizing about them.
Let me pull up the window so you guys can see. I was just reading like the synopsis of the Wikipedia article. The Kappa are known to favor cucumbers and love to engage in sumo wrestling. They're often accused of assaulting humans in water and removing a mythical organ called the Shirokidama from the victim's anus.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to write about this creature. I
Ew,
don't
what
feel
the
comfortable
fuck?
about it, but it's a shit show. All right, it's
This is the picture that's gonna haunt my
Oh my
dream.
God. Captain
Yeah.
from Animal Crossing is a Kappa.
Oh my God, he is.
Yeah, so they are vampire-like lecherous creatures. They are typically malevolent towards men. And let me see, where is the other thing?
Hey, look, guys, it's my ex.
Oh, wow.
Oh Lord.
Oh no. God, there was something else with him that was insane.
That was eye-opening, man. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I could help, because this creature has lived rent-free in my head since I read about it, because it kind of sexually assaults things, I think.
Okay, let me ask this question because it's kind of making me think. Like, this is a creature, right? Is this
Yeah.
Is this like
I mean,
like a humanoid creature that can
Okay.
communicate like a human does, or is it like
a yokai
feral
is like
creature?
a demonic. It's like a demonic. That's a big thing for spirit. And yeah, they eat.
Right.
They,
so where's
they
the
literally
line
will eat
between
your
being
asshole.
like just a wild animal and being a like violently sexual person? You know what I mean? Like there has to be a line there.
Yeah. Well, so at least
Like you wouldn't
the
call
protection agency
your dog like committing sexual violence towards you for humping your leg, right? But if a human did that,
Yeah.
you would. So where's the line?
So at least how I have them separated in my book series, which is super far from definitive explanation, is I call them NOC, like NOC, or COGS, COG. So non-cognizant or cognizant. Like, are they aware and have, are they sentient of themselves? So that's kind of where I draw the line between those two types of monsters. But yeah, so that's where I'm at, and I'm gonna keep on writing and start dev edits here in a little bit. And Sean, what about you, bud? What you up to?
Well, as of this airing, we just had a live show with Lost Boys Press a few days ago. We haven't done it yet, but that went really well. No, I'm kidding. Just finished like butting up details for that, and we haven't like officially announced it yet, but we booked the release party for the Great Wars anthology, and that's going to be mid to late September. So that's super exciting, and that's the next big thing we're planning. So yeah, very exciting.
Oh, dude, that's so fun. Man, listen, those live shows are so much fun, and getting to be a part of it last time, with our own books was an incredible experience. And now we've got a whole new wave of authors coming in, and I know that we can't give any spoilers, but I know you've snuck a peek here and there, Dina. What do the folks have to look forward to in this anthology?
I haven't.
Just some nice things about the book.
I've seen the cover.
They're actually the cover's
Fuck
amazing.
You.
And actually we have this incredible author that like I want her to be like listed in the publication world as like an author to watch, because as you guys saw in the live show, she's young. She's 16, I believe it is, and she's already won awards for her writing. And yeah, I have seen snippets of her story, and holy shit, I'm so incompetent.
Can you believe they're going to let a minor like hang out with us on a live stream? That's so weird.
I cannot.
Yeah, that seems like a terrible idea.
Like
they're going to
and
drink,
subscribe,
right?
kids.
Like we're definitely making them.
Just lie to YouTube. Tell them you're over 16.
There you go. That's exactly what we need right there.
Don't do that. Don't lie, kids.
So there you go.
Don't do that.
Only lie to me and tell me my writing's good. That's acceptable lies. I need that type of lie.
Don't do that either.
All right, guys. So it's now time for the segment this show was built around. Dina, can you give us a little tease, a little tug, a little tickle? You know, a little light dusting.
So, tickle the pickle. Hey, Shannon. Today we're going to tell the story about the first time that I was ever home alone for a weekend.
How many people
Okay,
died?
but subtitle was almost
Subtitle,
killed somebody, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you literally, okay, I was just talking out of my ass. Okay.
No, yeah, that was the subtitle. It was almost.
Daniel, you should know that's always a possibility in story time. Come on now.
We've already had one death on
R.I.P.
story
Fernando.
time. R.I.P. Fernando. But you want to know what, guys? I'm just so excited because I had to miss 2 weeks ago and I've had to hold back and I've had to play other games because no one likes Daniel's games. But this week, as I make my triumphant return to the family episodes, it's time. It's time to bring back the majesty. That is our next game. What are we doing, Sean Darius?
We're bringing back Daniel's favorite game, Weird Super Fights. Just a quick
Just sad
reminder,
all
this
the time.
game pits random heroes with randomly selected weapons and abilities, along with a randomly selected trait that may hinder their abilities or add a weird quirk to their abilities. And these are all selected at random, and then Dina and Daniel will battle in a made up on the spot improvised scenario, and basically convince us who would win and why.
Yeah, and guys, I'm your 36th time champion of Weird Super Fights. I will not go down.
He's won once out of like 10, I think.
Numbers are made up. I am your champion. I'm here to destroy Dina, and I just want you to know that I'm going to devastate you in this super fight, Dina.
You will disappoint me, yes.
Hey.
All right, well, shall we see who our heroes are?
Let's do it,
I'm
baby.
ready.
All right, Daniel, you're first, buddy. Let's give this the wheel
Alex
of super
James
fights
with
a little
mustache
spin.
An option? Is Alex James with frosted tips and a mustache an option?
No.
Harry Dresden from the Dresden Files.
Hey, Chicago's #1 wizard PI. You're fucked, Dina.
Power or weapon number 1, indestructible elbows and small Wolverine-like claws protruding from them. And can also materialize and shoot house cats at you like some sort of cat cannon. However, there's a caveat. Harry's powers only work when he's sexually excited.
Fuck.
Dina,
Okay, all right.
your hero is... Sabine from the Runecaster Chronicles.
You're fucked,
Hey.
You want to refresh the audience on who this character is?
So Sabine
This is from
the
John-
lovable. Excuse
Sorry, go
me,
on.
sir. This is my favorite book.
Apologize.
Sabine is the lovable sidekick beagle from Storm's wait, what it was the Runecaster Chronicles?
Sword's
Is that the
Child.
full? Yeah. Runecaster Chronicles. She belongs to Nathan, and she turns into this. I forget what the creature is called.
It's
Daniel,
like a
do you remember?
spectral wolf. It's like a kind of ghost wolf.
No.
Like it's between the spirit realm and reality. So it kind of it's like a wolf.
She's badass and she can like eat things. There you go.
Yeah.
An
Very
assuming
smart,
beagle
very, very
that
smart.
transforms into a crazy wolf creature. Got it.
Basically a Chimera.
Oh,
Basically,
Jesus.
Shimera. Okay, excellent. So, Sabine can also read minds and has the power of the siren song.
Oh.
That's a nice little combination there. However,
Okay.
Yeah.
Sabine is also a woo girl. Woo!
Oh, no.
We're going to party tonight. Woo! And if you've heard a beagle like kind of howl, it's like
Okay.
Yep. All right,
Dina,
Daniel?
Can I go first?
Oh my God.
Dina, can I go first?
You are going first, Daniel. 1 minute is on the clock.
Okay.
Ready?
All right, that's fine. I'm ready.
Go.
Actually, Dina, can you go first? I'd really like
Your
Dina
clock's
to go
rolling,
first.
buddy.
Oh, God damn it. Harry Dresden is a wizard that is always prepared. Preparation is everything to a wizard and is a huge part of his magic system. So he is set up like an old-timey cartoon where he's got a fishing rod on his back with a giant, like, magazine full of porn, so he's sexually excited at all times to make his powers functional. Sabine, being a dog, is easily distracted, so he's just materializing and shooting cats at it everywhere. There is, like, literally 100 cats just running around meowing. Sabine has no idea how to pay attention or what to do. And you know what? Harry's ready. So he's got his elbows out there, his little indestructible claws. He's got charm bracelets full of magic. He's firing shit at the dog. He's getting it done. And he's got a giant erection while he's doing it. I mean, we're talking stars and stones. This fucking dog is got its ass kicked by Harry Dresden, and he finishes off with one giant people's elbow straight to the noggin. Game over.
All right. Well done, Daniel. Dina, 1 minute on the clock for Sabine. Starts now.
Okay, so first of all, everybody knows that cats are scared of dogs, so they're not even gonna come near Sabine. And all that she has to do is transform into her, like, magical wolf ghost form thing and attack stupid whatever fucking fishing rod that you said. That was stupid. So first move is to take it, like a jump move, and like rip it off of his back. And her form can, like, cause like the elbows or whatever just go straight through her, so like it doesn't affect her at all. And she can also read his mind, and she knows what he's thinking, so all that she has to do is distract him enough so that he's not sexually aroused. Also, it's kind of weird that he's getting sexually aroused because she's a dog, and I don't care if you had porn or not, there's still a dog present versus like a picture. I think that the dog's gonna be a little more distracting in your mind, and while she's doing it, she goes, woo!
Just woo!
That's all I got. I can see.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I rest my
Well,
case.
you want to know what?
Excellent job, Dina. Let's switch
Dina, you
this
put a
to
lot of
30
thought into
seconds.
Yeah.
Daniel, your 30-second rebuttal starts now.
Like I told you from the beginning, Harry Dresden is always prepared. He pops a fucking Viagra. He's just downing them like Pez candy. His shit's rock hard. And you want to know what? Just because he knows that Sabine can read his mind, he's putting the most dirty, just gross things in his mind to distract this dog. We're talking hippos humping ostriches, whatever it takes to get this dog off of its game, because it's now a little bit worried about Harry Dresden and the thoughts going through his head. And so he uses a circle to get the dog trapped inside so he can get out of its spectral form.
Dina, your final 30-second rebuttal starts now.
First of all, you're thinking about sex from the human mindset, and a human is going to think that that's really gross, but to dog, it's just somebody else humping, and he doesn't give a shit. So it doesn't distract him at all, and uses her ghost form and just eats him before he can pull out his circle or whatever. He's going to sit there and draw. That's stupid. Like, I don't know, is he going to draw with his elbows? That's just dumb. Woo.
I like the little woo at the end.
Woo. I won't forget anything.
Well
The
done, Dina.
saddest little woo. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
All right. So, listen, this is really difficult. I think this is what it's going to come down to for me, because I really, really liked Daniel's argument, except the whole Viagra thing. Just because you're physically aroused does not mean that you're sexually aroused. So let's not get that twisted. Like you're trying to cheat.
He was also thinking. He was also thinking sexual thoughts, even though some of them involved hippos.
You're reaching now.
I mean, listen, I'm not asking for your feedback on this. I'm reacting to your actual
Objection,
performance.
Yeah,
during
that's
the
fair.
game.
That's fair. Sorry.
Sustained.
Sustained.
Listen, Dina, this is probably your best performance ever, and you didn't even
There's
evoke
no
any dinosaurs. I will say, though, the thing that edged you out for me is you did not include use of the Siren Song ability, which was one of Sabine's abilities.
I fucking forgot about it. No.
So I have to default to Daniel winning this round.
The champ is here. The champ.
Excellent
is
job,
here.
both of you.
I will fire you again, bitch.
That's fair. Have I ever fought against? Can I go against you, Sean? I don't think I've ever fought you in a super fights, and I would like to do that and let Dina be the judge.
I'd really rather not.
That's what makes me want to do it even more. Oh, there we go. Miss Saurus has overruled us both, sir. Come on, buddy. Be part of the magic.
All right.
I can show you the world.
This is going to go poorly. All right, Daniel. Your next hero
All right.
is Jess the Mess.
Yes! Even though Dina wants to vote against me, she would never vote against Jessica T. Messica.
Shit.
Listen, this is going to go very poorly with me playing this game, so I wouldn't, expect anything else other than that. Okay,
Sean, you are too competitive. Don't try to sandbag, sir. You're getting ready.
Jessica the Messica vomits rainbows.
Okay,
and,
so just her.
Whatever Disney song they sing can get any power from any character of that movie for the duration of the song.
I like this power. I really like this power, yeah.
The caveat, however, is sometimes she gets magic-related blue balls, and it's super frustrating. Okay, so hold on. Does that mean, she wants to perform, but she can't? Or does that mean that she got, cock-blocked from performing magically, and, now she's in pain over it?
Yeah, it sounds like not every time, but sometimes, yeah, exactly. She's just about to do a spell. The fucking firebolts come in and then just interrupted.
All right. Let's see what the fates have for me. Louise Belcher from Bob's Burgers. Louise never misses when using a weapon. So she's a Hawkeye.
Fuck.
And she can teleport, but makes a Michael Jackson hee-hee every time. I feel like that's a trait, though. That's such a backhanded thing to put in the weapons category, Daniel. This is going to be really tough because she also has to be drunk in order to use her magic. And I know she's 9 years old in the canon of Bob's Burgers. So
why don't we, for the sake of not having underage drinking characters, she has to be drunk on root beer. So a sugar rush.
Sugar high. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll change that to sugar high.
I guess I should take underage drinking out of my book, huh?
No, I'd support it.
Context matters, right?
If you're old enough to die for this country, you should be old enough to drink, damn it.
If I can vote, I should be able to fucking drink.
All right.
All right, you ready? All right, buddy. You want me to go first or you want to go first?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me set up the timer.
I got it, man. I got it. Yeah, I'll take care of it.
All right. 1 minute timer starts now.
So, Jess walks in the battlefield. She looks around, promptly pukes. Rainbows everywhere. There is sunshine, rainbows, and beauty. She clears her throat, coughs a minute, and then she goes, "What can I say except you're welcome?" Suddenly, she's got Maui's hook in her hand. She transforms into a manatee and charges into battle, singing all the Moana songs that you could possibly sing. And I'll tell you what, man, she is ready to go. She's swinging wildly. This is just a child. She's not ready for a magically singing Disney character. On top of that, because Jess knows how to be warm in a sleeping bag, she starts singing some Frozen. Suddenly, absolute ice everywhere. It doesn't matter that every so often she vomits rainbows, and sometimes she gets a little too magically excited, and the freezing only leaves you half frozen, which is fine, because then she brings in the fucking Maui hook, takes off the head, and it's over.
All right.
Jessica T. Messica.
All right. I guess I'm ready. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I'm so excited
I will
for you,
start
Sean. I'm excited.
The timer.
For you.
I just want you to know I'm excited for us.
Excellent.
Tim's excited for you
Tim.
too.
Yeah,
Clearly.
Tim is very excited.
Okay, 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Louise Belcher, the unassuming youngest of the Belchers, with her bunny ear hat. You'd never see it coming, but she grabs a flamethrower and she can't miss with it. And she just burns every rainbow vomit cloud to the ground in disgrace because she does not like rainbows. She likes chaos, and she's coming right after that manatee with a flamethrower. She shoots behind her with a hee and then attacks her with a chokehold and just puts her down because there's no way that Jess saw that coming. And if she ever came back with more rainbows, she'd just burn those to the ground too. And you know what? Shit, well, I'm forgetting candy. Before all of this, she drank a bunch of root beer. I don't fucking know, you guys. Yeah, I'm
Now you
spent.
see why this game sucks.
Beautiful, beautiful. Jessica T. Messica. Oh, sorry. Are we ready?
That's the end of my timer right there.
Okay.
All right, let me change this to 30 seconds. Daniel, your rebuttal starts now.
Now that Jessica T. Messica knows how much a rainbow affects this young Belcher child, she is just vomiting rainbows everywhere as distractions. She starts singing, I can show you the world. Suddenly there's a magic carpet. She's flying up there. You can't, if you teleport into thin air, you can't fly. You're just gonna be teleported up out of nothing, man. So now she's out of range of this flamethrower, and Jessica T. Messica transforms into the biggest manatee of all time as she sings Moana and comes crashing down, magical blue balls and all, smushing this child to the ground.
Daniel, quickly, please seize your time.
The people demand the truth.
Oh my god.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock for me starts now. Louise Belcher has become bored with Just the Mess's antics and decides to put down the flamethrower and walk away. The end.
That pacifism was never an option, sir.
It's more like passive aggressiveness, if you ask me. Jess came
That's
for a
really in
battle and
character.
Louise was bored with it, so she decided to go do something else.
Fuck, that's really in character. God damn it. Dina, judge us.
Super in character. Oh no. See, because that's so in
Be
character.
impartial,
What the
Dina.
fuck?
Be impartial.
Well, so initially I was being impartial because Daniel was winning at first, but then that's so in character. Because Louise would absolutely look at like somebody that's trying to fight her like a bully and go, nah, and walk away. Shit. Do I have to pick?
Yeah, you got to pick, buddy. Gotta make
It's
it happen.
tough picking. Like, I feel like I was being really nitpicky with round one because I thought you guys both did a good job.
Thanks, bud.
Okay, what is the goal here? Are we trying to actually be
It's
like
whatever-
the character would be in a battle?
Listen,
I mean-
at this point, like, as the judge, you get to just decide who you want to win. There's no real criteria. I think that the spirit of the game is you're trying to choose based on the most compelling argument or version of the story. That's how I look at it anyway. And then, of course, the criteria, meeting the criteria of the hero's attributes that were given to you.
346 minutes later.
I guess Daniel.
Congratulations, Daniel.
The champ reigns. And if you think you can take me in Super Fight, drop us a message here on Don't Make It Weird. If you want to challenge me, I challenge you. I will not lose to anyone. I am the Grand Master of this game, even though Sean put up a great fight.
And
Sean, you came
if
in
you have
hot.
any suggestions for adding heroes or powers or weapons or abilities or traits, weird quirks to the game, shoot them to us on Twitter at DMIW Podcast.
All right. And, seriously, Sean, though, you did a really good job. Like, I was very impressed. That was...
I really wanted to give that one to you. That was really good.
No, Sean
You blindsided me. I feel like if I knew all day that I was going to play the game, then it would have gone differently. But I think it's fair because I do the prep for the game, so it would be hard for me to be unbiased.
Fair enough. No, fair enough. But you know what? That brings us to a segment I'm incredibly excited about, guys. And this is something that it started off as an offhanded comment because, we were just talking off air months ago about just, there's always a controversial takes on what are some of the worst freaking books or worst movies that came from really good books. And Dina's going to share a very controversial opinion with you guys here in just a little bit, but we wanted to we threw this out to the audience. We got some of your feedback and we wanted to, chat about some of these classics of literature that just got turned into absolute box office trash. But Dina, you're here to defend one notorious entrant into most lists. Why don't you tell the audience?
I think that the movie Aragon was better than the books.
Oh. That is a hot take. Because you have to understand, the author has come out and rallied people to get Disney to make a remake, a TV show of this, because he hated the movie so freaking much. It is... I think it has... Sean, can you look up the Rotten Tomatoes on Aragon? It's pretty down there.
Aragon on Rotten Tomatoes. Here we go. 16% rotten. 46% audience score.
Okay, that's actually a pretty decent audience score. Dina, tell us what makes this movie good or better than the book.
I think that the book... Okay, so I love the series. It's one of my favorite series. And, book 2 and 3, I don't think that they would have really translated as well to a movie. But, so, I'm okay with just having one. But I think that the movie gave us the perfect visuals because the book tends to focus a lot on travel time and scenery and things like that we can just take in quickly. We don't need 3 chapters on him camping with his fucking mentor. We don't need that. I don't need to watch him learn every individual word for his magic. I don't need that. And you can simply take in this beautiful, amazing story and this beautiful, amazing world in an hour and, an hour and 40 or something like that. I don't even think it's that long. But you can just take it all in and you experience everything so beautifully in this short period of time. And if you guys rewatch it now, you will, people look back and they're like, no, it really sucked. But I rewatched it and I live tweeted it several months back and I was like, there's nothing wrong with this. I don't understand why it gets such bad rating.
Hour and 43 minutes, by the way.
Spot on. Good. Yeah, listen,
the
book series is really fun. I love the growth in the magic. I haven't seen the movies yet, so I cannot comment outside the fact that it routinely shows up on the worst of lists. But I think I'm going to have to make that commitment to watch the movie if I'm going to speak on it. Personally, one of the ones that broke my heart, I love the Dark Tower series by Stephen King. One of my absolute favorite series. And I was so excited for Idris Elba to be Roland Deschain. It is one of those books that shaped my love of reading, the book series. And I get what they're trying to do because there's kind of there's different, you keep going back and living the same, anyway, some Groundhog Day-ish themes. But it was so far removed from the books. It didn't have all the other fun characters. Matthew McConaughey plays the bad guy, and it's just, I had such high hopes for this, and it sucked. And I hope that doesn't mean we'll never get another one in the series again, because that movie sucked, but had every ingredient to be good.
You know what one really upset me that actually had like really high ratings?
Sure.
The Divergent series. I know that the books started to disappoint a lot of people, but the movies disappointed me so much. I liked their casting for Triss and For and Christina, but the way that they changed everything and like the storyline, it hurt a lot.
That one actually on one of the lists I found online was the #1 considered worst movie of a book series. I haven't read
It made
or
no
seen the movie,
sense.
but
Honestly, I
It
didn't
was
want to do this on
confusing.
the show. Like, I did post this to Twitter earlier, and people might hate me for it, but I think that they really did The Hobbit wrong with the trilogy they made. Like, you could take the footage from those, 9 hours of movie and like make one movie out of it, and it would probably be really good. They were just trying to milk it and like coming hot off of like the most Academy Award winningest movie of all time in The Return of the King. Like, the expectations were super high. So like, also The Hobbit was one of those books that I read multiple times as a kid before I grew out of reading recreationally. So
dude, listen, I've said it before on here. That is going to be a book that is, I was saying how, the Dark Tower series shaped me. Name of the Wind is the one that inspired me to get back into reading and writing as an adult. But The Hobbit is the book series that made me fall in love with reading. And that was 100%. I'm going to give a shout out and say, I normally say, I'm sorry, Mom, but this is an I love you, Mom moment, because this was the book that I will always, this is the first book that I distinctly remember getting read to me as a kid. And I remember her using all the voices, and she had her own version of the Gollum voice. And it was, what's it got in its pockets is my precious. And she would do that voice. And I would just laugh and laugh. And I just remember just being a small kid and be randomly out in public asking her to do the Gollum voice. And this was like the iconic book for me growing up, and will always have just that incredibly special moment in my heart, with my mom and that connection with it. And I have the same feeling as you, Sean. I watched the first movie and then I was done. I was like, I can't. How are we going to turn this into a trilogy? I
prefer the shitty cartoon from when we were kids. Like, well, first of all, Coralie is fucking delightful. Thank you so much, Coralie, for that. That's incredible.
Hey, wait,
and
Mama Coralie, can you leave a voice message with your on the show with your Gollum voice? Thank you.
I can get her to do it right now. Hold on, I'll call her up. I'll get her to
Don't
do this
ambush
right
her, man. Oh my god.
12 seconds later.
Yeah, come on, join us. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this live right here. This is my mom. Hi. Oh no, she's knocked out my ring light. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, now the table's on fire. Oh god, call the fire department.
No, Mom, you just gotta plug that in.
She's so
all right.
adorable.
All right, instead of doing this by phone, we're going to get the Gollum voice, the voice of my childhood here.
Hi, everybody.
I love her.
Hey, the fam. Okay. What's it got in his pockets is my precious.
Yes! Thank you, Mom. That was excellent. And an audience, as always, you can send money via Venmo if you want her to do the Gollum voice.
You can find Coralie on Cameo.
You find Coralie on Cameo, exactly. Shout out Coralie. I love that woman to death, and I'm incredibly lucky to have her as my mother. So that's
yes,
I'm with you. The animated show significantly better than the movies. Just because they could have made a great movie if they decided they didn't want to milk it for 3 shows, So Sean, why don't you give us some of the hits from the list that we put out on Twitter? What are some of the other entrants?
Sure, yeah. I asked Twitter earlier, what are some really bad movies from good books? Or sorry, I said, what are the worst movies from good books? And got a lot of responses. So let's have a look. Our friend Peter Sean Tyrrell, He said,
Shout
"Can I
out
be
Peter
cheeky and say
Shawn."
Dragon Ball? As it was a manga, can I just skip the series because the film was that bad?" And to his credit, like that movie was really bad, and it wasn't really based on a book. But yeah, I think we can let that
that
slide.
counts
It was
for me.
also a unique answer.
But listen, the only thing that
Oh.
I will say in its defense, the only thing I will say in that movie's defense is that it actually ended up being probably one of the most important Dragon Ball products of all time, because that movie was so fucking bad. It got the original creator to get back in after like 25 years, 30 years, and make new Dragon Ball content, because he's like, nah.
That's fair.
This isn't how my show is going out. So yeah,
You
that
know
movie
what?
was so bad.
Some of the video games are like way better. Like they should just like video games have such good storytelling nowadays that like that could be like the platform for a movie.
Yep.
They should
I've
get
gotten
more
to work with some of
developers on it.
the. I've gotten to work with some of the voice actors for that. They're pretty cool.
Oh shit, that's amazing.
For Dragon Ball Z.
Cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Super
Yeah,
nice.
and I couldn't get over
Vol-
like the kid from Shameless was Goku. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Dude, it was so bad. The only good casting was Piccolo. I thought Piccolo was a good casting,
that wasn't
but
bad.
the movie was, yeah, that movie
Yeah.
sucked so bad. Dina,
I watched
if you,
the Winx
if you
Club.
had to,
So.
so does my daughter.
No, your daughter watches a shitty version. I watch the 4Kids TV version with Rye English. Okay? There's a difference. And one
There's
of them
a
sucks.
difference.
I'm so sad
Oh my God.
that the new one sucks because I wanted a new one. I wanted more content. And then I watched the first episode and it's a kids TV show now. It wasn't a kids TV show back in the day. It was fucking badass.
How could the Winx Club not be a kids' TV show? It had to be a kids' TV show.
They had very adult themes, and they literally stopped the 4Kids TV version because they realized that they were losing their adult audience. So they had to shift over to a kids audience to focus on children, because it was literally supposed to be like a quote unquote stepping stone show to anime.
But wasn't it called 4Kids TV?
That was the network that did like the
Mm.
But who do
Saturday
you
whatever.
think their demo was?
They really meant for adults. That's what they meant by that. It's tongue in cheek.
No, but this is a literal huge argument in this fandom because it was literally
There's a whole fandom.
the
There's like
fucking
4 of them.
articles from the creators
There's
that were
dozens
like,
of
yeah,
us.
we were gearing it towards an older audience, and then all of a sudden we lost our older audience, and we had to literally change actors. We had to shift our whole writing and everything to gear it more towards children. And now
You know what,
it's towards
Sean?
kids,
Get
and I hate
Mr.
it.
Winx on the club. Get Mr. Winx on the phone.
On the club.
On the club.
Got it.
It's the weird quarantine party club.
All right. What else do we got on here before we get into a full Winx rant?
All right. Well, I'll say a couple more.
Yeah, we'll lighten.
One
round
I'll
this.
throw. There's one from our friend Connor C. Calloway. He said The Cat in the Hat, which I fully agree with. That Mike
Yeah.
Myers
Oh my
movie
God.
was dog shit.
That movie
It was really
so
bad.
pervy.
And that's such a classic movie. And that's what like the whole Dr. Seuss like estate refuses to do live action movies anymore because of that.
Good.
Yeah. No, Mike
Our
Myers
friend
as a cat.
Zev Good. Love in the
Zev's
Time
n-
of Cholera.
Ooh. Okay.
And Forbidden Choices based on the beans of Egypt, Maine.
Okay.
I
Okay.
haven't heard of that
Seriously,
one.
good pause.
Neither have I, but I believe. Listen, Zev
I-
comes
I
in with
think a
hot
big
takes.
thing.
He wouldn't come to us with a mild take. Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I would like to have him like do a video
Some-
response to this question because I have a feeling he would have some opinions.
As I always say, everyone is entitled to my opinion. So here we go.
It's Zev's Rants!
Cujo. And believe me, I love Dee Wallace. Dee Wallace is a goddess, and she did a remarkable job. But it had a Hollywood ending. Everything does not need a happy ending. And if you've ever read the book, which is superior by far to the movie, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. I know how writer Twitter loves Stephen fucking King. So I threw that in there for you guys. Cujo. Forbidden Choices. First of all, the name of this movie sucks. Forbidden Choices. It sounds like a fucking Tori Spelling movie on like the fucking Hallmark Channel. But it's actually based on the Beans of Egypt, Maine by Carolyn Shute, which is a absolutely fucking flawless book. The movie is flawed. Love in the Time of Cholera. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you've read it, and I encourage you to do so, is 1,000 times better than the movie will ever be. Start there. Start at the book. Skip the movie. A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. The books, perfection. The movie with Jim Carrey is not perfection. Even though it had Jim Carrey, Meryl Streep, then they remade it into a series on Netflix with Neil Patrick Harris. And it got a little bit better, but still, read the books, skip the movie, skip the series. And the final thing is The Golden Compass. And this is the original movie with Nicole Kidman in it. Bad. I love Nicole Kidman. I love you. She's like butter. Skip the movie. Read the book. Then they came along and made a series, supposedly to make up for the really bad movie that didn't do very well. But the series is really bad too. So if you got any questions, you can come and bitch at me on Twitter at The Real Zev Good, Instagram at The Real Zev Good. These movies suck. Your writers, your readers, read the books.
And Dina, this last one's for you. There's a lot of responses, and we won't get to any more than this, but I feel like I have to say that this person, K, at Dr. Dr. Ramer says Jurassic Park.
So I have opinions because I just literally last week learned that Jurassic Park was a book.
What?
Dina!
I had no fucking clue.
You've never read Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton.
Had no clue it existed.
Do you
So
even
it
know who
is
Michael
actually
Crichton is?
downloaded on my Kindle now, so I'll get back to you guys on this one.
Okay.
So you'll add it to your rotation of 7 books that you're currently reading all at the same time, like some kind of
I'm only
completely
reading
crazy person.
2
Yeah.
right now. Oh, no, I'm still reading 5.
Yeah.
Mm.
That
You
sounds
are.
about right. Yeah.
I'll
say
I will
this.
post the link to the
Yeah.
original tweet in the description so people can go view the other responses and add their own responses if they want.
And listen, if we get some good hot takes from you guys here, man, we'll maybe check back into the list on a future episode. What do you think, guys?
Good.
I mean, there's a ton of responses here, dude. I posted this kind of late in the game when we decided we were going to do this discussion, and I didn't really have a chance to go through all of it. So I think it's definitely ripe for revisiting.
But guys, we've teased you long enough. We've given you the magical blue balls for so long. But you want to know what, gang? You see, we're all about storytelling here, and as such, we try to share a fun story each week. So without further ado,
It's story time with Dinosaurus.
Gather round, bitches. All right. So, I was...
crisscross applesauce.
Oh, yeah. I realized what you did there. So, I think I was 16. I might have been a little bit younger, but realistically, I don't see my parents leaving me home without a means for transportation. So I'm just going to...
First time, hold on, breaks. First time you were ever home alone, you were 16 years old?
I think so. Yeah. I can
Sean, how
verify
old were you
that.
the
I was like 7 or 8, probably.
Oh, God, yeah.
I don't know.
Absolutely. About 7 or 8,
I was
for
a
sure.
latchkey kid. I had my own house key by the time I was in the 2nd or 3rd grade.
My mom
Yeah.
didn't work. She was always home with me. So,
That's fair.
yeah. And we were still in the cult at this point, too. So, would have been sinful for her to, go out without me. And, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Satan's everywhere, gang.
Walketh about the earth like a roaring lion. Anyway, so, I was super excited. My parents were, I don't remember where they were. They were on a camping trip maybe or something like that. I don't know. And it was finally night, and I had like a really great day. I had like dance parties and shit, and I ate lots of cheese and crackers, and I had a great time. So,
Oh, hamburgers.
night falls.
Sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Night falls, and I
Night
start
falls
to realize
in the city.
I start to realize that I'm home alone. And it never occurred to me, and it's the first time that I'm home alone. And I was like, before my dad left, he prepped me, and keep in mind, I've been a champion shooter since I was 7. Like, I can literally shoot the ass off of a gnat, like, and he prepped me, and he was like, this is where the guns are. If anything happens, you got this. So I'm sitting in the living room watching TV, and I start to hear a noise, and like I'm watching TV trying to distract myself from the realization that I'm home alone. And I hear a noise out front by the front door. And I get a little bit scared. It's a little bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
So I kind of like try to like peek out the window. You know how like when you're spying on neighbors and you just like barely move the blinds so that it looks like they're not moving and you can see like a little sliver. And there are 3 people in my yard.
How many of them were criminals hiding in your porta potty?
Could have been the same people. This just happened a couple weeks before that, or this happened a couple weeks after that.
Oh God! So
So-
they're like, "Hey, dude, I got the perfect hideout, guys. There's like a tank in here and everything."
So I call my mom or my dad, and I'm like, "There's somebody in the yard. There's somebody in the yard. What do I do?" And he's like, "We're several hours away. I need you to go get the gun." And I was like, "My dad's literally gonna do a Taken moment and instruct me on what to if I get fucking taken." And I'm already playing it through my head. I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do. This is where I'm gonna set myself up. And I literally have the fucking gun in my hand. I'm prepping for defenses and escape routes and everything like that. Keep in mind, a military family, this is my mindset. I will get out, and I have already survived an FBI like attempted raid on a cult that I had escaped. So I am full on tactical mode. I have the gun. I have him on the phone. I won't put him on speaker because I don't want them to hear me. I have the TV off. House is dark, pitch black, and my mom is on the phone with my neighbor who I called her my aunt. So she's on the phone with my aunt next door. She's calling her, trying to get a hold of her, and she's not answering. So now in my head, I'm like, oh my God, she's dead. They got her. It was her house that was closest to the porta potty, and now they're coming for me because they know that I'm home alone. So
Porta potty is a home base. This is where all of our grand schemes come from.
You can't get me if I'm at home. So she's not answering. My mom is in the background of the phone freaking out. My dad is super calm because if anybody that ever knew my dad knows that that man does not react to anything. Even this is him angry, this is him sad, this is him happy. Level-headed no matter what's going down. So he's just calmly, yes. So he's just calmly on the phone. Okay, you're cocked and loaded, like you're good to go. Tell me where you are right now.
Title of your sex
And
tape.
he's like, I need you to peek out the window. I need you to tell me who's out there. So he's like, I need you to peek out the window one more time. So I do. I gather my resolve and I peek out the window. And now there's somebody that's walking towards my door. And I still just see silhouettes. I'm in the boonies. I'm in the country, y'all. Like, I don't have any light. So there's somebody now walking towards the door. And now there's somebody jiggling the door handle. So I say, fuck it, except I don't cuss. I don't remember what I said. I think I said, screw this. So
said
I
cheese and
tossed
crackers.
I toss the phone down and I'm literally aiming through the window, shouting to whoever is jiggling on my door. And I was like, take one more fucking step. So I'm screaming. And then I hear my mom through the phone, like shouting through the phone, that I had just tossed aside, and I pick it back up, and she goes, "That's your aunt!" And I hear finally, like, my aunt go, like, she's, like, at the window like this, and she's like, "It's me!"
Oh, shit.
So she was there
Oh my
collecting
God.
sticks from the trees in my front yard to have a bonfire to invite me over later. And I almost
And so
got
the
her.
people in your yard were people gathering. Oh my God.
No one thought to tell you that was happening.
what
The
fuck?
child who was home alone.
Yeah, it didn't occur to
Invite
anybody.
her first and then be like, let's go get some sticks from the yard.
Yeah.
Let's make sure you're disarmed.
Yeah.
And all right, so Sean, I want you to remind me because normally I like to have all of our episodes be Dina stories because those are better than mine. But I've got a home invasion story as well, and I think it would just fit the theme. So maybe tag me in on a future story time because I was reminded.
I have a bad tagline that I don't like that I'm still working
Hold on
on
a
with
second.
Rebecca. So we can add yours, but
Ooh.
Why can't we do it again?
okay.
¿Por qué no los dos? All right.
Porque no
It's
los
story
dos.
time with Daniel.
All right, guys. So I was in college at the time, so I was not a
Same.
child. Fuck you. I was on like year 20 of college. No. And I went to school about a half hour away from where my mom lived, but my mom was going out of town, so I said go house sit for her for the weekend. And so I drive up and I'm spending the night. It's like 11:30 midnight, and a little bit of TMI, but I sleep naked. So I'm like naked in bed, and
Hold on.
Yeah.
Naked, but with socks halfway on, right?
Yes, of course, as optimum comfort. Yeah. And I hear this noise from like, my mom lives in a very heavily wooded area, like right like near like a little pond and stuff. Like neighbors aren't too close. I mean, not like fully rural country, but like it's got enough. And coyotes have been known to be in that area. And so I hear like a sound that sounds like weird, like almost alien. And my dogs, there's two dogs at the house, 2 black labs, and they start just, their ears are up, they're barking, they're on like high alert, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I hear something tapping at like one window and then a different window, and I'm like, the fuck? And so like I'm starting to get like, what the hell's going on? And then my doorbell rings. I'm like, what in the shit?
They're
And,
becoming
like,
self-aware.
And so I run out to the front door. Obviously, I'm not going to open it, but I'm looking out. I don't see anything. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? And I hear the same kind of alien, like, and I'm like, I'm half awake. Yeah.
Wait. Can you do that noise again for me?
Yeah.
Sounds like a Basenji.
Sounds like, I was gonna say that sounds like Dina's dogs.
Yeah, it sounds like a Basenji. and so like I'm freaking the fuck out because I'm still like half awake. My brain's in like fully like primitive mindset. I'm like,
Caveman.
are they circling the house? Like, are they like, like sometimes like dogs will kind of get up and like paw stuff. Like maybe they did the doorbell accidentally. The doorbell rings again. I run back over there. I'm like, fucking like, what in the shit's going on? There's no cars anywhere. There's no, I don't see any animals. My dogs are barking. And I'm like,
Was
okay,
it a
at this point,
criminal
like,
in the porta potty?
shit, I hope so. And so at this point, I've got like my clothes in my hand. I'm on my phone with my aunt who lives like right over there. I'm like, I need you to come over here. I don't know whether to call the cops. Something's
So is
not
the
right. And like something's like going off here. And she's like, she's a little freaked out too. And like, so I'm like in the bedroom, like I'm trying to find like any type of like weapon, something to defend myself. Obviously, I'm not going to leave the house, but like, what if these crazy demonic coyotes break in? I don't know.
The chupacabra.
Fucking chupacabra, fucking the kappa. You don't know. And
God.
and so then finally,
Fuck, you had to bring up the Kappa again.
I forgot about
Jesus.
it.
and so then the doorbell rings a third time, and I come sliding in like fucking Tom
your
Cruise
socks
in
on?
Risky Business. Yes. I got my
Yeah.
clothes in my hand. I'm like chopping my feet, and this is, I'll be honest, my voice cracked a little bit. It's like, who is it? And like, finally I hear a shit ton of laughter, and my buddy, my roommate at the time, Dalen, calls me, goes, dude, it's us. It's me and my other friend, Bo. They'd driven up here because I'd taken one of the cords they needed to play Xbox with me by accident, and they came up to get that. And then they saw me freaking out and decided that they needed to fuck with me. And yeah, so they got to see me half naked, chopping my feet, basically about to have a fucking panic attack. Then finally I called my aunt back. I'm like, it's fine, just my asshole college friends. But yeah, that's probably the most scared I've ever been in my life, because I'm like, there's some shit going down here, man.
Yeah. Dude, it's scary.
Yeah.
I told him if he ever dies that I'm gonna have to get a roommate because I can't live alone. I did it for
Why
a
don't
couple
just get
years.
multiple? At that point, get a little, like, you know, gaggle of boys.
Right. Why are they okay?
Just
Okay,
move
men.
to England and marry all of your English loves.
Yes. Get a gaggle
All right,
of men.
well, yep.
Get
that's
a
gonna happen.
gaggle. Yeah.
Shout out Tom.
absolutely.
Shout out Peter Sean. Love you.
All right, Dina, it's time for the audience to pick their own adventures. Go on the journey with us. What do they have to choose from this week?
All right, so I don't really have a good tagline for this one, but just know when I was in college, I was like 14, 15, 16. So, getting asked out in college with my mom there. Then we have the time I threw a party and poisoned everyone. And then we have the time I got caught stealing plants.
Prop lifting is not a crime.
It's true.
Okay, so for a little bit of context, you were 14, 15, 16 in college, and someone in the 18, 19, 20, 21 group
20.
was trying to holler at you?
Did
Holla,
not
holla.
know my age, so.
Yeah, they wouldn't know because they're like you're in college, so you would assume that, yeah.
Okay, we're going to need like a photo of you from when you were 16 to see if you actually looked college aged.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that. Sean, initial gut
Judgment call.
reactions, which is the story that most what's
Oh,
your
come on.
pilot?
Listen, like I thought the whole getting asked out in college when you were 16 and your mom was there was pretty interesting. And then you're dropping this bomb like, oh, I threw a party and poisoned everyone. Obviously, that's the leader. There's no fucking competition here.
Fucking Jane Jones over here. That's a reference to Jim Jones, but reverse the sexuality. Yeah.
It's not funny if you have to explain it, buddy.
Yeah, but I don't know. I should trust my audience. You're right. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Poison at a party. I don't know how you beat that. A lot of good options.
That one's
I
been
just
on the
assumed
poll
that,
several times and nobody's voted for it, but I changed the tagline for Rebecca.
Yeah, you must have because I don't recognize that.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Fair enough. Well, gang, we've gone on a journey here with you, and we've done some cringy copulations, and it's finally my turn again.
You goddamn right it is, baby.
That's me. That's my cue.
We got a doubleheader tonight.
Oh, back to back.
Back to back. So.
Oh, no, Dina, not that lewd gesture again. Audio only listeners, stay audio only. You don't want to see what she just did.
Just like and
on our
subscribe. Thank
visuals.
you.
Thank you.
Every week, we celebrate some of the worst erotic literature in history as selected by the Literary Review, a British literary magazine, in a segment that we call Cringy Copulation. These are real excerpts from real books intended to be taken seriously. This week's excerpt is not from the Literary Review, however, that's just like our normal pool. And it will be read by Daniel. It is from Dead to the World by Charlene Harris. Oh, I'm supposed to do her bio too. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. There was a significant pause. Charlene Harris Schulz is an American author who specializes in mysteries. She is best known for her book series The Southern Vampire Mysteries, which was adapted as the TV series True Blood. The television show was a critical and financial success for HBO, running 7 seasons from 2008 through 2014. Daniel, check your DMs.
All right, let's
Check
do
those
this.
DMs, Daniel.
While I stood stock still, paralyzed by conflicting waves of emotion, Eric took the soap out of my hands and lathered up his own, set the soap back in its nice little niche, and began to wash my arms, raising each in turn to stroke my armpits down my sides, never touching my breasts, which were practically quivering like puppies who wanted to be petted. Puppies!
Shout out King, Jerry Lawler.
I don't know why anybody would bring up armpits in a sexual.
Yeah, just slow strokes of the armpit. Everyone knows that the armpit is a very erogenous zone. That's where I focus a lot of my time in with when I'm being intimate with my
It's
wife.
nothing but sweat glands and bacteria growth.
Daniel's favorite is actually the knee pit. You know, the part behind the knee.
Right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. No, I'm with
All
you.
right,
And
Daniel.
listen, hold on.
Okay.
Dina.
React.
I just need to know, as a woman,
Mhm.
have your breasts ever quivered like puppies needing to be petted?
Well,
Have they quivered,
no.
Dina? Is that
They-
Sean?
My
is
breasts
that
have
what
never spontaneously shaken. Like
Sean,
I'm just
Shooken?
picturing like a
Shooken, I'm
vibrating boob. Like you're not moving. It's like Terry Crews, where he just like
the bounce.
yeah, like except it's like shaking instead. Like that's not a human bodily function.
Hold on.
I feel like this is one of those. Listen, can we evoke like the editor in us and just be like, are these ghost breasts right now?
The ghost breasts. I mean, is this okay? I don't know a lot about, extremist fundamentalism, cult like stuff. Is this what they mean by the quiverful movement?
Oh my god. To my core, Daniel. Actually, I recently learned some really fucked up shit about the quiverful movement. I was raised during that time, and
Oh shit.
there were some things where I was like, yeah, definitely, but I learned some really nasty shit about it, and I'm not okay with it.
Okay, we're gonna bookmark that. Fucking boop that.
We'll revisit that. now.
Revisit that. Okay. All right. So I've
Oh,
heard.
we got one more.
All right. Who's it by? What do we got?
All right, our second excerpt this evening is from Tracking the Tempest by Nicole Peeler.
I bet this has a lot to do with tornadoes. It's the only thing.
Has to, right?
It's a shorty but a goodie, baby. Come on.
My nipples waved hello at him as he pulled down the cups of my bra.
My
Hey,
nipples waved hello, baby.
hey,
You
Dina.
guys know that? Yeah. Well, no, my nipples have never waved hello.
As a woman,
You know that GIF that it's just like hand, and like
Yes.
blooming? That's what I'm picturing that Nicole meant
Oh no!
when she said
Oh,
my
no.
nipples were blue or whatever waving. I'm just picturing like hands.
yeah. I mean, how much? I am wondering, like, does my wife need to go to boob training to train her boobs to?
Boob
like
her
boot
boobs have
camp.
never, her nipples have never waved at you.
They've never waved. They've never quivered. As a puppy. Like, is this something like you like boob boot camp? Boob boot camp? Yeah, is that like a thing?
Listen, buddy, I don't want to be that guy, but like, have you considered that maybe you're the problem here?
As a man, I can never be the problem.
Explains so
She
much.
comes from my rib.
She
Maybe I
comes
need to
from
send
the-
my wife to booby boot camp.
Booby boot camp. Just so they can quiver and wave at me. Like, I don't even know what that.
Are they going to get the booby whisperer, like that guy that can speak to dogs and train them?
Okay, so hold on. Now, if you're pulling the cups down, so like that, like I guess if you're like waving like
I don't
this,
have floppy boobs, so like mine are too small to like. So
Yeah, to like.
Yeah, if you like
Yeah,
ripped
but
the
I mean,
cups
that-
very, very wildly, those suckers could wave a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean,
I
but
get-
what if you did like a side rip?
flash.
So then that way it's coming, like this type of traditional hello instead of like a hello.
Like in the movies when they rip off your clothes, you just like side rip a bra.
Yeah.
Bras
Yeah,
are
side rip the
expensive,
fucking
bro.
Yeah,
That's,
but
that's
I would
like
never-
$80.
whatever it takes to get them to wave at you, man.
Oh my god.
All I know is there's a whole world of sentient boob movement that we didn't even know about, and I'm super excited to see
I
what the
have
future holds
boobs.
for
I
us.
should know about this. This feels like I was like blockaded from this world.
Well, gang, it's been a journey, and I'm going to be thinking about kappas and boobs waving at me until we meet
They
again.
might like that.
Yeah, I know. Dina, final thoughts on the show today.
Hold on. Actually, I want to skip Dina's final thoughts, and I want to assign Dina a little bit of homework.
Oh,
If that's okay.
As a man,
Just
we
a
need,
little
we
bit.
need to
Do I have to
educate
read
you,
Jurassic
Dina.
Park?
Yes, I want you to read Jurassic Park. That's exactly what I was going to say.
That's
I feel
good
like
homework.
it's a travesty that you didn't know this was a book, and there's actually a series of them.
Multiple.
Yeah.
It's not just one book.
And I've
so-
heard that Jurassic World is actually better than obviously the movies, but one of the like really good.
Yeah, it's on my Kindle. I'll do that.
All right. Team ebook, baby. All right, well then that's Sean, do you have any final takeaways of the day from today?
All I know
Your
is
mom.
I want to explore this world of sentient boobs
Yes.
that's out there somewhere.
Yes. Those would be cognizant boobs in my world. So yeah, they're their own classification of boobs.
This isn't
I
your
agree.
world,
We need to
Daniel.
explore this. Yeah, well, everything
This
can
is
be my world
our
if you
world. And there's just cascading hands coming out of nipples.
cascading hands.
Dude, how fucking creepy would that be? In all seriousness, is we like no.
Yeah,
No.
that's nightmare material right there, bud.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sleep
So,
well,
all right,
buddy.
guys. In the future, remember, if you ever want to, get some contents on the show and get me and Dina to talk about it, you can always drop us a line at #WeirdTakes. Got a hot tip, a hot, topic. If you just want to talk about sentient breasts, whatever it does for you, all right. But
Please
also
don't talk
our
about
favorite
sentient
thing.
breasts with me, thank you.
Oh yeah, just to me, not to Dina. Don't be creepy. Don't be. I want you to be creepy to me. Don't be creepy to her. And guys, you can also leave us a voicemail at 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-699 3473. And we'll play it on the show. We'll talk about it. We'll love you forever. We love interacting with you guys. Man, another awesome episode. I can't wait to see you all again next week. Guys, Dina, tell them who's coming back to join us next week.
Next week we have my cum pupper.
Come, Papa!
Your cum pupper?
Come, Papa!
Rance
Your personal
D.
CP?
Denton, baby.
Let's go. Our brother.
We're bringing him on here for a little bit of chaos, a little bit of Shakespeare. It's going to be a great time, man.
Fuck
you guys
your
are not
Shakespeare,
going to
Rance. I will literally ruin your fucking life. I fucking hate that
Save
man.
it.
Sorry,
Save
okay.
it.
Hold on.
Save it.
Hold on.
Save it. Pump the brakes.
Did she just call him Ranch?
No,
Ranch?
I said
I-
Rance.
Like the dressing?
Pretty
I
sure
spit a little,
you
so
called
it's
him.
like,
I think she said Ranch.
There may have been some spittle.
Some
There
There
was
may have been
spittle.
some spittle.
Some
But I
spittle.
said Rance.
Yeah.
I'll zoom in and
Yeah.
I'll enhance in post. Enhance.
Enhance. All right, guys. Until then, Dina, where can the folks find you?
You can find me on Twitter at DinosaurusD. That's D like D's nuts.
And you can find me on Twitter, Dan Q Writes Thing. That's Dan Q Writes Thing, singular.
you.
And if you don't believe in the letter Q, it's Dan U.
You can also find him at dumps4dank.com. That's DUMPS, the number 4, DANQ.com.
This is in a
Bro,
reference
you can't
to
say that
my...
shit because my mom is gullible enough to go to that website.
It's a real website.
Real website, Dina.
No, don't let my mom go to that website. I don't know what it is, but mom,
We just
It's
emailed
a
her.
real website.
Yeah, we just join us at dumpsfordanks.com in honor of my daughter.
DUMPS, the number 4, DANQ.com.
You mad bastards. Shout out my boy Nickathy, Nick Andropoulos. I think I did it.
Alexandropoulos.
Alexandropoulos,
Yeah.
Nick's I think of Alex Anthopoulos, who's the Braves general manager, and I know their names are
God.
really close. Anyways, thanks for
God.
checking out that website, guys. Producer Sean, where can the folks find you?
You can find me on Twitter at ShaceHoldu.
And tell the audience what's gonna be in your tum tum later.
Bro,
Cottage
I've been
cheese
excited
Alfredo.
about this because as of this recording, it's only 2 days after 4th of July, and I smoked a tri-tip on 4th of July, and I'm going to make a sandwich out of it.
That's what men do. That sounds
Are
like
you
a
sure
great
it's not
plan.
cottage cheese Alfredo?
I'm certain. Thank you so much for that vomit-inducing image in my head.
That's disgusting.
It's
That's
so good.
disgusting. Dina, this is a show about sentient breasts, not cottage cheese Alfredo.
Yeah, excuse you.
How dare you?
How
So
dare?
good.
How dare?
How dare?
Unbelievable. The
I
audacity.
stand by it.
Listen, I hope that Jess the Mess somehow integrates cottage cheese sentient breasts into the next ultimate cringy
God,
copulation
please.
that she will no doubt write for us.
God, we need to tag her to
God.
death until she watches this whole episode. I need this. That sounds like a perfect. That's the real trilogy. If The Hobbit had made,
I mean,
the
I feel like
Jess
if we tell
romance
her that
trilogy-
she was a character in Super Fights, that she'll show up.
Oh yeah,
So
she's gotta defend her honor. All right, guys, it's been another great episode. I love you all, jazz hands.
Oh my god, he did it himself.
Oh my God, the dog did jazz hands. Sean, clip it. Clip it.
clipped. Don't Make It Weird. Hosted by Daniel Quigley and Dina Soros. Produced and edited by me, Sean Holden. Theme music by Amaria. You can find the video version of this show on our YouTube channel or the audio-only version wherever you download your podcasts. If you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and it helps us out a ton. Have a message for Dina or Daniel? Leave us a voicemail at 347-69-WEIRD and we'll listen to it on a future episode. Thanks for making it weird with us, and we'll see you next time.